It started at McDonald's. I wasn't doing anything special, just sitting alone, waiting for my order. Fries, a double cheeseburger, Coke. It was 8:46 p.m., a Tuesday, and the lobby was empty except for a bored employee wiping down the self-serve kiosk and an old man staring blankly at a McFlurry that had melted into sludge. That's when I noticed the TV in the play area was still on. It was playing something that looked like Numberblocks, but not the usual bright colors and songs I remembered from my niece's iPad. The screen had a faded, yellowish tint. The sound was low, almost muted. I could barely hear it over the fryers, but something felt wrong. Very wrong. The episode. I stood and wandered closer, fries in hand. The screen showed Numberblock 1 walking across a flat, gray landscape. No smiling sun, no hills, just ash-colored sky and dust that blew in slow motion, as if time wasn't working properly. There was no music, only wind, and a slow, dull hum, almost like static, almost like breathing. Numberblock 1 walked alone, head bowed. His usually bright red block was faded, like dried blood. His voice was quiet, subdued. He wasn't singing. He was talking to himself. I am one. I am me. Just me. That's who I am. I think I've always been first. He stopped and looked up. The screen zoomed in slowly on his eyes. But there was silence. I remember something else. A glitch in memory. Numberblock 1 began walking again, but slower now. Each step echoed like a hollow thud. He looked behind himself, at the empty horizon, and shivered. There's something before me, he said. I know there is. I don't know its name. I don't know its shape, but it's waiting. The screen distorted for a second. A flicker of black and red lines. When it stabilized, one was standing in front of an enormous, cracked stone monolith. It was shaped like a zero, a perfect circle, etched into the land, half buried. He touched it. The static grew louder. I used to play here, I think. I remember. Laughter. One's voice trembled. He backed away from the stone. The sky above turned darker. Not black, but a deep rust red, the color of dried scabs in old photographs. Then came a low groan from the stone, like metal bending under pressure. I was never alone, one whispered. There was before. Before one. Suddenly the screen cut to black. White text appeared, typed out one slow letter at a time. Before one, there was nothing. Then. But nothing remembers. The screen flashed briefly. A single frame, of what I can only describe as a figure made of static and spirals, half erased, half formed. It looked like a zero, but not hollow. It had eyes, not cartoon eyes, human eyes, wide, wet, watching. I asked the cashier. I turned to the McDonald's worker and asked, "What episode is this?" She blinked at me. "What?" "The TV," I said. "That Numberblocks thing. What episode is that?" She walked over, looked at the screen, now frozen on the image of one standing alone under the rust-red sky. "That TV's been off all day," she said. "No," I insisted. "It was playing something." She picked up the remote and pressed the power button. The screen stayed black. Nothing. "Hasn't worked since last week," she shrugged. "We've been waiting for someone to fix it." I just stared, because when I looked at the screen again, for just a split second before it fully powered down, I swear I saw that zero again, in the reflection. Behind me, aftermath. That night, I couldn't sleep. When I closed my eyes, I saw dust. When I blinked, I saw the monolith, and every time I tried to count sheep to calm myself, my brain stopped at 1, because the number before it wouldn't let me pass. I started hearing the voice. Not one's. The other one. Low. Cold. Hollow. "You cannot be first if I came before." Now all clocks around me reset to 0. My phone crashes when I type the word 0. Every night I dream of an endless plain, and in the center, a child-shaped number block walking in circles, always turning, always afraid to face what's behind him. He knows what's back there. If you ever see that episode, if you ever find yourself alone, in a fast food place, late at night, if the TV flickers on by itself, and the landscape is gray, and the sky has no sun, do not watch, because it's not a kid's show anymore. It's a warning. From the one who came before counting, he is waiting, he remembers, he wants you to forget, because once you remember him, he remembers you too.